Hello, Peaceful Valley Church. This is Friday, a rather wet day. We are in springtime. We are still going through the songs that we sing here at Peaceful Valley Church, just so we can get acquainted with them. We can sing with more zeal when we understand them. The song that I want to go through today is the song, Be Thou My Vision. And we're not going to really deal with the theology of it, but really we're going to just deal with the funny words in it. It's Old English, or at least close to Old English. Sometimes it's hard to understand. Just a quick hint, the word thou means you. When the writer of this is talking about thou, be thou my vision, he's saying, I want you to be the only thing I see. So be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not be all else to me save that thou art. Very poetic, very beautiful, and very easy to sing without having a clue what you're singing about. So let's see if we can zip through these lines. I do want to go through this line by line just to get us aware of what he's saying in the song. If you want to, maybe right now, pause this and maybe search the internet for the lyrics to the song so that you can go through it too. Again, be thou my vision. So again, the opening is a request that God would be the only thing in our sight. Be thou my vision. I want you to be all that I see, O Lord of my heart. Not be all else to me. Not be. N-A-U-G-H-T, not, as in nothing. All else, I want all else, that means everything else in my life, I want it to be worth nothing. So I want you to be everything in my vision, but I want everything else to pale, not be all else. Nothing is what I want everything else to be worth to me. Everything else is worth nothing to me. Save that thou art, save meaning except. I want everything else to be worth nothing to me, except I want you to be everything. Save that thou art, thou my best thought by day or by night. I want you, to God, I want you to be the greatest thing that I can think about all day long. Day or night, I want you to be my best thought. And then he closes the verse, waking or sleeping, thy presence my light. Whether I'm awake, whether I'm asleep, I want your presence to be the thing that guides me. I want it to be in my vision. I want for you to be the only thing I'm looking at. Just in this first verse, we see a devotion to wanting God to be the most important thing in our lives. So it moves to verse 2. Be thou my wisdom. Right? So not only your presence and I'm looking at you, but I want your wisdom to affect me. I want to have your wisdom. Be thou my wisdom. God, I want you to be my wisdom. And I want you to be my true word. The truth that I follow, I want it to be you. I don't want to listen to the world. I want to listen to you. I ever with thee and thou with me, Lord, is talking about his presence. I want to always be with you, and I want you always to be with me. Thou my great Father, and I thy true Son. You are my great Father, and I am your true Son, thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one. You are dwelling in me, and because of that, you and I are one. So when we're talking about the wisdom and of truth that we're singing about here, we're talking about the fact that we are united to God, and because of that, his wisdom flows through us. And so this is a prayer. I want you to dwell in me so that your wisdom flows through me. Verse 4, riches I heed not. That word heed means to listen and obey. I don't want to obey greedy desires. I don't want to live my life. I don't want to obey the plan for the American dream, for instance. I heed not riches. I don't want to chase those things, nor man's empty praise. I don't want to live my life in obedience to whatever it takes to get others to praise me. Whether it's riches or whether it's flattery, I'm not going to live a life that chases those things. But rather, what is valuable? Thou, mine inheritance, now and always. Mine is my, thou is you. So you are my inheritance now and always. I want you to be the most valuable thing in my life. I want to heed you, and I want that to flow out through me now in all ways. Thou and thou only be first in my heart. You and you alone, I want to be the first thing in my heart, in my mind, in my desires. I want you to be the most important thing. High King of heaven, my treasure thou art. So High King of heaven is a direct reference. You are the High King of heaven. I'm speaking to you right now. O High King of heaven, my treasure is what you are. My treasure thou art. As we sing this, I hope we understand what we're saying, because what the song is saying is, God, you and your presence and your truth are the most important thing in my life. And so I want the issues of life and the things that everybody else chases and all of that other stuff, I want it to pale. I want it to be useless. I want it to be valueless. In my own mind, I want to consider it valueless because I see you, because I know you, because I have you, and you have me. As we sing this together in the upcoming Sundays, may we be invigorated by this declaration. This is a beautiful, beautiful prayer, but also a declaration that God is the greatest thing that we have. Be encouraged by these words today. And in the upcoming Sundays, as we sing this, prepare your hearts to declare the value of God in your own heart. Have a good day, Peaceful Valley Church. Goodbye.